to talk about gamified web application for facilitating zero carbon activities by local government. Firstly, I talked about background. In recent years, more and more local governments declare zero carbon city. Zero carbon city means aiming to achieve zero carbon at the local government level. Zero carbon means that CO2 emissions from businesses and households are reduced to a level equal to or less than amount of CO2 absorbed by forest. For example, Sanda City's declaration of zero carbon city in 2050. I think citizen participation is essential to realize a zero carbon city. Because closer proximity to citizens and easier to encourage activities than when the state takes the initiatives. Next, I talked about issue. Local governments are struggling to achieve zero carbon city. Specifically, substitution for renewable energy conservation, and conversion to low carbon transportation. But the following issues exist with the zero carbon activities. Problem one, there is no established method for local government to disseminate information to citizens on how to initiate zero carbon. Problem two, citizens are not clear on how to get involved in zero carbon and activities are not widespread. So zero carbon does not penetrate citizens, and citizens feel it is difficult to participate. Example case, local government says, let's work on zero carbon, but citizen says, what's that? Look difficult. What do I need to do? Next, I talked about the purpose and key ideas. Purpose in research, we establish a method for local governments aiming to achieve zero carbon cities to spread the zero carbon activities among citizens. And we create an opportunity for citizens to engage in zero carbon activities. Key idea is that we develop a web application that introduces gamification. Gamification in service means that a method of turning a service into a game by introducing game-like elements, which are expected to stimulate users' curiosity, activate their behavior, and bring positive benefits to them. Examples of features, badges, rankings, visualizations, login bonuses, and avatars. Next, I talked about web application with gamification as related to research. I want to introduce a Sanda Machi application. This application is web application to promote tourists walking around town. This application have a GPS-based point receiving feature, this screen, and a quiz feature, this screen. This is what this place name, example quiz. The introduction of gamification has the effect of encouraging users to take action. Next, I talk about the approach. I think requirements for a web application to achieve the purpose is requirement one, ability to present zero carbon information from local governments to citizens. And requirement two, there must be an easy mechanism for citizens to engage in zero carbon initiatives. In this research, we implement the features based on the following approach. Approach one, realization of the ability to local governments to provide zero carbon information to citizens. Specifically, feature one, administrator feature, and feature two, article. Next, approach two, gamification to make it easier for citizens to engage in zero carbon initiatives. Specifically, feature three, login, or mission, file quiz, 6 level, 7 map, 8 visualization of zero carbon initiatives. Next, I talked about architecture. Proposed application have in a proposed application, a backend and front-end client side is separated. This is feature of architecture. For example, a user can view a user screen and local government official can view administrator screen. And client side request to a backend side, server side, and server side response JSON. Then next, I talked about Sanda Zero Carbon Challenge as case study. The background is that Sanda City, Hyogo Prefecture in Japan, has declared that it will realize zero carbon city status by 2050. We implement the Sanda Zero Carbon Challenge, a web application to promote the zero carbon activities in Sanda City. This is a proposed application, Sanda Zero Carbon Challenges logo mark. Sorry, it is Japanese. And Sanda City's mascot character is this. Next, I talked about implementation. Programming languages and technologies used is following. The backend is Java, Spring Boot, and MySQL. The front end is React and TypeScript. Users can move to each feature from the menu bar at the top of the home screen. This is home screen, and the menu bar is here. Firstly, I talked about feature 1, administrator. This feature's overview is a feature for local government officials to manage data for each feature, such as missions and quizzes provided to users. Features implemented is following viewing user information, and administrator can view, create, and edit missions, quizzes, articles, and tags. Tag feature is used to set tags for missions, quizzes, and articles, and give them intuitive icons on the user screen. This is example of administrator screen. Next features article. This feature's overview is that administrator can set up articles that they want students to view. And users can press the article to access external sites. Features implemented is following. Notices that administrator especially want users to see important notices can be set as important notices. Important notices are intended for event announcements. This is article screen. Next, feature 3, login. This feature's overview is that users can create and log in to their account with username and password. User management to realize gamification feature. For example, a mission achievement status, quiz answer status, and user level. This is a sign up screen, and this is login screen. Next, feature for mission, feature of mission. This feature's overview is that the application presents the actions to be undertaken by students as a mission. It encourages new awareness and actions through a game-like experience for users. And it presents the significance of the mission, the amount of CO2 reduction, and the amount of money saved. Points awarded based on achievement. The features implemented is following. Application classify missions into 3 levels of difficulty, and 6 missions presented per day. Missions are created based on the following: Zero Carbon Action 30, presented by MOE, and Energy Saving at Home, presented by METI. This is mission screen. Next, feature 5 quiz. This feature's overview is that application take a quiz to test students' knowledge of zero carbon. And users can learn about zero carbon in a game format. Points awarded for correct answers. Features implemented is following. Application classify questions into 3 levels of difficulty. And users can learn step by step. 3 questions taken each day. 8 have users continue their efforts on an ongoing basis. Quizzes are created based on the following. Challenge global warming quiz presented by MOE. And this is a quiz screen. Next feature 6, level. This feature's overview is that application visualize the status of achievement of missions and quizzes. Levels are calculated based on points got for achievement. Level-based rewards to keep users motivated. For example, maps will be released and entering the sweepstakes. Features implemented is following. User's level is displayed in the upper right corner of each screen, and it displays progression to next level. And required points increase with level. Next, feature 7, maps. This feature's overview is that application visualize achievement more clearly by maps open according to level. Game elements to explore the map. It increase users' motivation. Local government maps implemented. So it gives opportunity to deepen understanding of the community. In this case is Sanda City. Features implemented is following. It display a map of Sanda City on the home screen. And maps are released according to level. Characters move through the various regions on the map. And it display images and description of scenic spots in each region. This is a map screen, and this is a scenic spots screen. Next, feature 8, visualization of zero carbon initiatives. This features overview is that a visualization of individual amount of CO2 reduction and amount of money saved. So it know their specific contribution. Visualization of overall user amount of CO2 reducted. It raises awareness of contribution to zero carbon. The features implemented is following. The following items are displayed on the screen every week. Missions achieved, point got, amount of CO2 reduction, and amount of money saved. The application aggregates data and display on screen. And it records time and user when mission is achieved. This is everyone's CO2 reduction saved, and this is visualization of zero carbon initiative screen. Next, I talked about a demonstration of the application with a picture storyboard. Firstly, access to Sand Zero Carbon Challenge. User access Sand Zero Carbon Challenge with a browser. Users can create an account if they do not have an account. Next, create account. Users create Sanda Zero Carbon Challenge account. User enter any user name and password to create an account. Next, login. Users log in to Sanda Zero Carbon Challenge. Users can enter their username and password to log in. Next, map. Users can view the map feature on the home screen. Clouds on the Sanda City type map are cleared by achieving missions and answering quizzes correctly. And they can move the mascot on the map by pressing the back advance button. Next, scenic spots on the map. Users can view the famous scenic spots in Sanda City on the map feature. They can press the magnifying glass button to see the scenic spots in the area where the mascot character is located on the map. This is example of scenic spots screen. Next, CO2 reduction for everyone. Users can view the CO2 reduction of all users in the Sun's Zero Carbon Challenge on this application. Users can click to toggle between this week or and the entire period. Next mission. Users can go to the mission or quiz screen by clicking on the play button in the menu bar. They can achieve the items worked on from among the 6 missions presented by the application. They can view a detailed description of the mission. And they press the achieve button once they have worked on it. Next quiz. Users can go to the mission screen and switch to the quiz screen by clicking the quiz button. And they can try quizzes presented by the system. This is example of quiz. Next, visualization of zero carbon initiatives. Users can go to the visualization of zero carbon initiative screen from the look back button on the menu bar. And they can view graphs showing points getting from missions or amount of CO2 reducted and amount of money saved. They can switch between graphs. Next, release of maps. When users achieve missions or answer quizzes correctly and reach a certain level, the clouds in Santa City will clear and the map will be released. This is an example of a level 4 to 5 case. Next, article. Users can go to the article screen by clicking the information button. And they can view articles registered by the administrator. Next, I talked about a demonstration experiment. This experiment purpose is that the operation testing the evaluation of each feature from the user's perspective and acquisition of points for improvement. Experimental procedure is we exhibited an application experience booth at the events held by Sun City and beta testing of the application by Sanda City officials. Next, experimental results is described. This table is feedback got from the experiment. Specifically, appreciated point is it has a friendly design, easy to use, a fun way to learn about environmental issues, and it provides an opportunity to talk about environmental issues with family. On the other hand, a problem is that difficult to understand how to create an account and log in. A large amount of missions or quizzes. Difficult to understand the controls when playing for the first time. And many Chinese characters, some of which children cannot read. Summary is following. The application's concept and design were highly appreciated, but it found many problems with operability. So improvements were made to each feature based on the problems got. Next, I talked about technical issues. Firstly, data collection issues. Because specifications that users register any username and password to log in. Initially, it was envisioned to analyze users' behavior by age group by having users register their age. But age registration was not required to lower the barrier to user registration. So analysis by age group is no longer possible. Next, operational issue. Because a team with programming knowledge develops the content and the local government manages the content input. So the development team must respond to improvements in features other than content and the implementation of additional features on a case-by-case basis and failure to do so many cause delays in the operation of the application. Next, a comparison with existing solutions. Firstly, difference in the scale of zero carbon initiatives. Many large-scale initiatives are being undertaken to encourage local governments to realize existing zero carbon city. For example, target is local governments, themselves, and companies. And means is enactment of ordinance and policies. But the application developed in this research assumes a small-scale approach that can be easily undertaken by citizens. Secondly, a difference in the target of citizens who work to realize zero carbon city. As for the local government's work to realize realize the existing zero carbon city, the target is as large as the solution as described above. And on the other hand, the application developed in this study mainly targets elementary school students. So by getting elementary school students interested, we can inspire families and surrounded adults to get involved in zero carbon. Conclusion. We develop a web application with the following two features for a local government aiming to realize zero carbon city. Local government promotes zero carbon initiatives to their citizens. Citizens can easily work on zero carbon. The results of the demonstration experiment show that it could be a trigger for action. Finally, future prospects. We analyze data and survey tabulation by using results of social information conducted from July to September 2023. And we recognize the students' actions and apply them to the next actions of the local government. That's all. Thank you for listening.